Expectation versus reality, small business edition. First, show us the product you thought was going to be your best seller versus what turned out to be your actual one. Next, show us the product you thought was a great idea, but in reality turned out to be a bit of a mess. Lastly, show us the product you ordered tons of and can't seem to get rid of versus the one you never can seem to keep in stock.
I had this really tight friend group. Michaela, Laura, Nina, Roxy, and me. There were 5 of us. And every Friday we had this tradition of throwing big group sleepovers together, making banana bread, and watching a scary movie. And every weekend we would alternate houses. Some Fridays would be at my house, then Laura's house, Michaela's house, Nina's house. The only house we never slept over at was Roxy's house. And we never really asked why, because Roxy was pretty quiet and she just never invited us. And since someone else was always down to host, it was just never really an issue. But then it was the weekend of Roxy's birthday. And we were planning our regular Friday night sleepover, except we were trying to make it special because it was her birthday. So we were all talking about making a special banana bread with frosting, like a banana bread cake. And then Michaela, who was always pretty straight up and blunt, was like, well, Roxy, since it's your birthday party, we should really be doing it at your house. And Roxy got really red. She's like, I don't really know if I want to do it at mine. And Michaela's like, well, whenever it's one of our birthdays, we do it at our houses. So now it's your turn. And I felt really bad for Roxy because clearly she didn't want to have the sleepover at her house. But Michaela was really aggressive about it and ultimately pressured Roxy into agreeing to having the sleepover at her house, which ended up being a horrible idea.
Please don't be ugly. Please don't be ugly. Please. Please. Oh my God!
A 6th grade teacher asked her class the other day how many of them were Trump fans. And most of them not knowing what a Trump fan was and of course wanting to be liked by their teacher, they all raised their hands. Well, all except for little Johnny. The teacher looks over at little Johnny and says, Johnny, why are you being different again? And he says, well, 'cause I'm not a Trump fan. And she says, well, why are you not a Trump fan? And he says, 'cause I'm a Democrat. She says, really, why are you a Democrat? He says, well, my mom's a Democrat and my dad's a Democrat, so I'm a Democrat. She says, oh, really? Well, what if your mom was a moron and your dad was an idiot? What would that make you? Johnny smiles and says, a Trump fan.
All right, you know what time it is. I mean, you don't, but I'm about to tell you. That's me. I'm Katie. Hi. I'm a full-time artist, and if you follow me, you'll be like, good Lord, we know. Shut up. But if you don't, then I'm just giving you some context. So it's time to print orders and pack them. Usually my mom helps me pack orders, but I started off doing it myself because she had other things to do. Understandable. It's fine. So I'm printing a name print here, and then this is our list. Oh, Ella came to say hi. Anyways, that was our list of floral prints to keep up with, and so the whole time I was kind of checking things off and going by that to see what to print. We usually have like a better system of doing things, but ever since TikTok blew up, everything is kind of crazy, which I love it. It's great. There's Ella again. She just came to say hi and yawn. Cool. There ended up being 57 total. Yeah, and then I had to sticker them, and then we're done. Thanks for watching. Bye.
If these are ugly and never ordering from an Instagram business again.
Please. Please. Oh my God!
Open eye. Yeah, no, I don't really do mud.
But you're a garden fairy.
Ironic, isn't it?
Thank you for not scrolling. I'm glad I caught your eye. Welcome to my small business. Please comment and say hi. If you like to shop small, well, you're in the right place. Thank you all for your support. Your likes put a smile on my face.
Expectation versus reality, small business edition. First, show us the product you thought was going to be your best seller versus what turned out to be your actual one. Next, show us the product you thought was a great idea, but in reality turned out to be a bit of a mess. Lastly, show us the product you ordered tons of and can't seem to get rid of versus the one you never can seem to keep in stock.
Do you know that you have the power to blow up my small business? All you have to do is click on the share button, copy link, and you don't even have to paste it anywhere. And that alone can blow up my business. So thank you in advance. I truly appreciate you. Thank you.
Let's make some proud family gummy bears. I fold the back, crimp the top and bottom. I glue the back and glue the bottom. Then I put the gummy bears inside and close the top. I also cut the top and bottom so they look more realistic. My client also got chips, get up and go bars, Skittles, and fancy labels. You can buy them.
Bunch of people posting all these business checks. I want to see the custom orders. People don't typically understand why custom orders are so expensive. So I wanted to start a trend to show the world all the love that actually goes into making a custom order. Small business owners, who's with me?
Expectation versus reality, small business edition. First, show us the product you thought was going to be your best seller versus what turned out to be your actual one. Next, show us the product you thought was a great idea, but in reality turned out to be a bit of a mess. Lastly, show us the product you ordered tons of and can't seem to get rid of versus the one you never can seem to keep in stock.
Come make some custom jewelry with me. Today I woke up to an order of 3 custom butterfly name necklaces and I was so excited to get started. My favorite thing about making these necklaces is that I learn names that I never even knew existed, and it's just so fun. So for this order, I actually had to make 2 of the names over again because I wasn't satisfied with them, and I will never send out a necklace I'm not satisfied with, so I had to remake them, but I love how they turned out. I think they look absolutely beautiful. Now that I have finished the name, I am grabbing the gold butterfly to attach to it. I then grab the chain and the findings and assemble the necklaces. Once I'm done, I set out a piece of satin so you can see them better, and this is the final product. I'm absolutely in love, and I hope you guys like them.